Hi, this is Laura Martin. I'm in Adobe Spark and I'm going to show you how to create a travel brochure. Naturally, it is a very nice and easy thing to do to just go up to the search and put in travel brochure, and you'll get all these wonderful, inspiring images that you could use. However, I think for a school project, it's much better to go to create a project and say you want to create a custom size graphic and then actually make it so that if you wanted to, you could print it. So we're going to make it, 8.5 by 11, basically in inches. And then we're going to have it create, and it'll basically be a blank piece of paper. But what's awesome about Adobe Spark is that I can go over here to the layout area and I can choose a layout. And if you scroll down far enough, you'll get your simple brochure layout, or it can be a little bit more complex if you think you want areas for different things. I'm going to choose this one for this example. Now it'll automatically put in a color palette for you, but from this point, it is possible to go to your colors and choose from any of the color palettes that they have here. And Adobe does a nice thing of giving you color palettes that go together. So off the top of my head, let's say I was going to design a brochure for an Arizona. Okay, so Arizona, and I have this nice layout already in, and if I click around in it, you'll see where the sections are. But you don't have to worry because you're not actually limited by the sections. All right, let's start right from the top. If we want to add something, we can add text. Now, a brochure, if you look at a brochure, when it folds, this side over here is generally where the front is. So I'm going to add text, and you'll get all these like really extravagant text. So I'm going to choose one from here, and you don't have to. You can add your own text, but let's just go with this one. Okay, add your text, and it goes in as that template. You can move that text wherever you want. However you resize it, it will fit in. Okay, so I just kind of like that font. If you double click on it, you can take it all out and change it. Arizona. I'm just going to start with that. All right, so there's a nice Arizona font. Next, if I want to add a picture, I can just go to Images or Add. Both places will get me to the same. And upload photo would be a photo you had on your computer, or you can find free photos in Adobe's massive collection of photos. I'm going to search for the Grand Canyon. And there we have it. Now, if I choose pin to background, it's going to fill in the whole background. If I choose move freely, it'll give me the ability to put it anywhere I want. So move freely gives me the ability to drag it anywhere I want. If I wanted to change that to pin to background, I could do that. Now, pinning to background allows me that maybe I want to put some text. I can add some text to that, and I'm going to cancel and go back and find the kind of text I want. So maybe I actually just want to put something small like that, and then double click to edit it and maybe title it The Grand Canyon. Okay, so that's how I can add some decorative text, and now I can drag that right into this area and size it to fit. And there we have a pretty nice looking design happening already. And yeah, if you're a perfectionist, you'll, look for the guidelines. Guidelines will help. Okay, let's say I wanted to add some text. I wanted to give them some information. I would use text, and then I would go down until I found just this regular kind of text. And that allows me to put a paragraph of text anywhere I want. Okay, so of course I can double click in there to change what is written there. I can change the font to something else. anything at all. It'll change the font to whatever you choose. Okay. And then it's really you just editing that by double clicking on it to have in it what you would like in it. Okay. There are all sorts of things you can do. You can align it. You can have different letter spacing and size, and you can get to that at a different time. Now, let's say you wanted to add another picture or another image. Another fun image that you can add are icons. So if you wanted, let's find a desert. Is there an icon for a desert? Maybe you wanted to talk about the saguaro. I'm not sure how to say that. Cactus that are found in Arizona. And I did once know how to say that. But you could find interesting icons to put in that aren't like stock images. And that'll fill in nicely. I can put some more text down here. And it pretty much progresses like this. Let's say you make your brochure, you're finished, and it's time to share it. Okay. By clicking on the share button, you can do one of two things. You can publish it, okay, which gives you the ability to get a link for it that you can post in different places, or you can collaborate with others by inviting. So for now, let's say we're going to publish it, and you have some options to publish it. You can just get a link for it, and anyone that you give this link to will be able to get to it. It's also possible to download as a PNG, a PDF, or a JPEG. And these brochures are very printable. All right. So that is your basic tutorial of how to make a brochure. Always give your brochure a title, and it will save automatically in Adobe Spark. I know the question you're asking next. You're asking, what about the other side of the brochure? Okay, well, not such a problem. All you do is go to your project home, and you can always get there with the little home button in the upper left, and just add yourself another side. So take your project and basically make side two, and you can make the side two with the same colors or whatever you want, print them both out, and they can become a real brochure or something that you're posting. That's how you do it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask.